Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Knowledge Unlimited. Today's topic of discussion is operational amplifier. Operational amplifier. So this is very important topic in the aspect of design as well as numerical questions from analog electronics. The fresh things that you are going to learn by the end of this video is why non-inverting terminal or positive terminal is called as voltage summing node. Voltage summing node. Why inverting terminal or negative terminal is called as current summing node. So these are the new things that you are going to learn in this video. Apart from these things, remaining all like routine that you study in your curriculum and all. And also we are going to look at the electrical model in this video. So without wasting time, let's get started. The diagrammatic representation of operational amplifier is somewhat like this, which is very simple. Output terminal V0 and non-inverting terminal V1, inverting terminal minus V2, and apart from these there are all several terminals, but we mainly focus on these three and bias terminals and all, but we focus on mainly these two input terminals and an output terminal. So these are the things that we mainly focus. If you look, the output of an op amp is given as, if the gain of amplifier is taken as A, then it is given as A times of V1 minus V2. So the difference between these two can be represented as differential voltage Vd. So this also can be written as A into Vd. So hence it is called as differential amplifier, you can call. It is a high gain direct coupled differential amplifier. Direct coupled differential amplifier. So now one should know why positive terminal is called as voltage summing node and negative terminal is called as current summing node. Before explaining about this point, let me represent the same operational amplifier in the form of block diagram. This can also be expressed like this. So V1, it is given to a summer, so here it is plus, and here from V2 it will be minus. So the difference of these V1 minus V2, right? So Vd, it is given to a basic amplifier block. Now if you want, you can take feedback from this output or you can leave like this. So V out equal to gain times of Vd or V1 minus V2. So this is a block diagram representation of operational amplifier. Now you can look like this. So this is the same device that we have drawn. Now you can see here clearly. This is what we have drawn. So in this way you can also write. Now the open loop gain of an operational amplifier is approximately around 10 power 6. This is a huge value, right? If you write in terms of dB, it is 20 log 10 power 6. So it will be around, it will be 120 dB. Now before explaining about the electrical model, let me reveal why positive terminal is called as voltage summing node and negative terminal is called as current summing node. So let me take two cases, case 1 and case 2. Case 1 and case 2. Let me draw two diagrams here. Minus plus V0. Still we didn't enter into feedback. So but for time being you just assume this circuit. Now in case 2, I am applying input at inverting terminal, somewhat like this. The circuit is somewhat like this. Here I am applying my source voltage. In case 2, here I am applying my source voltage. Sorry, in case 1, here I am applying my source voltage. Yeah, here it is grounded. Now we got the difference between these two cases, right? So now let me explain this. If you look, these two are different circuits, right? For one circuit the input, for this circuit the input, for case 1 the circuit, for this case 1 the input is given at non-inverting terminal, and for case 2 it is given at inverting terminal. Now if you look, as there is a negative feedback present, negative feedback, and it is ideal op amp, so virtual short can be used here, virtual ground concept can be used here, virtual ground. So here the potential will be 0 volts. Now here the potential 0 volts is fixed, right? Here it is fixed 0 volts. Now if you vary the source voltage, the current that is entering through this resistor will vary, and the current entering through this will vary, because current through this is 0, the same current I will enter through this. So if you change the source voltage, how much, it doesn't matter how much voltage you apply here, but the thing that is accepted here is in the form of current. Hence inverting terminal is called as current summing node, current summing node. Similarly, here if you look here, if you change this voltage, no matter what, the current that is entering through the op amp as it is idle will be 0, because the input impedance will be approximately infinite here. So if you change voltage, it is accepted in the form of voltage, and that voltage will be seen here. Hence inverting, non-inverting terminal or positive terminal is called as voltage summing node. So I think these are the new points that you are seeing first time here, because no one will explain about these points. So I think I have explained you 2 new points. So now let us see about electrical model. Electrical model. First we will write the electrical model for non-ideal case. From that we can get the ideal case condition also. So between V1 and V2 there is an input impedance of RID. Between V1 and V2 there is an input impedance of RID, and the potential across this is differential voltage VD, right? V1 minus V2. You can apply KVL also here. Now the gain of op amp is given as A, gain times of this differential voltage. Now here you will have some small resistance of R0, and the output will be taken across here. Now if you look this as entire closed thing like this, this is what our op amp, right? So this is the electrical model representation of op amp. If you directly use some properties and solve without thinking about what the circuit present also, it's okay, or else you can draw this electrical model and you can solve. Now if you go for idle case, in idle case RID is equal to infinite. Here if you look from this point, the input impedance will be infinite, and R0 should be as low as possible, which will be ideally equal to 0. Hence I already told you op amp is called as voltage controlled voltage source or voltage amplifier, because if you recall the lecture of voltage amplifier circuits, we already discussed that input impedance should be as high as possible, ideally equal to infinite. Output impedance should be as low as possible, ideally equal to 0. Now if you recall, you can relate those points here. So the input impedance for ideal op amp is infinite, and here it will be 0, which means you represent this with short circuit and you represent this with open circuit, so that the drop across this will be negligible. So this is the electrical model representation of operational amplifier. Now there are 2 important gate bits that were asked in previous year questions. That the summary of those questions is IOP, the input bias current will be 0 only when the current entering through this will be 0 only when RID equal to infinite. Then only you can open this resistance, right? Then if not, there will be some sort of resistance and a minute amount of current will be flowing. So the question is, the current entering through the op amp will be 0 only when RID equal to infinite. This is one question asked in previous gate. And one more question is V output equal to gain times of differential. So you will get V out as AVD only if R0 equal to 0, only if R0 equal to 0 ohms, because if R0 equal to 0, then only the drop across this will be 0, and this voltage will be appeared across here as output voltage. So these are the 2 previous gate questions that were asked, but now these type of questions are not being asked because they are very simple if you once know the operation and about the electrical model of an operational amplifier. So that's all for this video. In the next video I am going to explain about the transfer characteristics and how to analyze the piecewise characteristics of an operational amplifier. Hope you guys learned something new. See you in the next one.